Welcome to the Ill Blur Matty 365 channel. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the channel, Brother Blur from the Midwest. Ooh. Welcome back, Legends community. It's Ill Blur Matty 365, and today I'm back with a new video that's actually going to be a collaboration. Cajun Blur, I will have his part out, and Ashley, I have my part out. And Ashley, we're going to be doing an actual social media ranking, and I will leave his actual YouTube channel link in the pinned comment. So let's get into it. We're going to do social media from the highest to the lowest, on which I use the most. And actually, my number one is probably going to be a big surprise for a lot of people. I think some people are probably going to assume this one particular social media platform. But my number one when it comes to using social media, the highest, is no other than IG. I love being on IG. I'm not going to lie to you guys. IG is just one of those places. You know what I'm saying? I really like that you can post pictures, you know what I'm saying? You can post your videos. People can check those out in the IG story. IG. I gotta say, IG is something I use quite a bit. And it's actually a cool app. You come across cool people on there from different walks of life, of course. And the thing is with IG, personally, I like the inbox. I like you can do a lot with your inbox. You know what I'm saying? You can name it how you want to name it. You can create groups on IG, of course, because IG is known where you can create groups for different things. IG for me, those are the pros. You know what I'm saying? Also, you can tag people within your post. It's really cool as well. And hashtagging. I think IG does have some dope features with the hashtagging as well. That does help bring in traffic. Let's get into the cons I don't like about IG, because there are some cons. This whole GPS thing. Now, this is annoying to me because I don't want people to know my location. But every time when I go to my inbox, it's like, hey, would you like to allow people to see your GPS? No. You don't want the ops. You don't want certain people knowing about your location for a reason, all right? Now, unless they're your husband or wife, that's different. Kids, like if you have kids, you're a mother or father and you have kids and you're trying to figure out where your kids are, that makes sense. Girlfriend, boyfriend, maybe. I don't know how I really feel about that, but maybe, depending on the maturity of your relationship. Maybe it's okay if they know your location. But if not, no. I wouldn't recommend. The other kind that I don't like about IG, and this is new because I love going live. You know, Ill Blur-matic. If I knew that they were gonna do this with going live, you have to have 1,000 follows to go live on IG. And I'm like, whoo, why? Why did y'all change it? I don't know, man. It's weird to me, the change that they made with that, because I enjoy going live. Y'all see me going live, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, when did y'all decide to say, hey, you guys got to do like YouTube? You want 1,000 subscribers to do a certain thing? You got to have 1,000 followers to go live. I'm like, the other thing too is with IG, and maybe this is just how I really feel about it. I'm not one of those people that's like, yo, I want a blue check. Boy, IG reminds you every time when you get a certain amount of followers, you sure you don't want to go get the blue check? Now, if I get the blue check, that'll be my own choice. Y'all not just gonna shove it down every time. You got a certain amount of followers, you should get the blue check. What if I don't want the blue check? Why I just want a standard account? I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That ain't the only social media that does that too. And I'll talk about the next one as well. So that is my number one, is IG. Now, my number two is actually something that actually grew on me these past couple of years. I'd say about 2-3 years so far. And actually, this is something that I wasn't like on the bandwagon when it first came out, because everybody, oh, Twitter's going away, and where are we gonna go now to connect with our online buddies on social media. And Cosmostar, another content creator, mentioned this particular platform for social media, and it's no other than Threads. I love Threads. I think Threads, it's like community. It's like community driven. You got your gamer community on there. You got your music lovers on there. You got those people from the same exact state that you can vibe with on there. You got your zodiac lovers, spirituality. It's like a community driven when it comes down to it. Threads reminds me of like a new school version of Twitter. Don't ask me why, but it's way more fun. You get people that really comment on your posts, live joke with y'all. You can have like a whole dialogue. There been some people on Threads where we've had a whole conversation. And it was just dope. Like, I was like, is this me? Blurmatic 365? Yes, it is, yo. And it was so dope, man. Like, I gotta admit, man, Threads it's a whole different vibe. I like that when you do polls, people really do interact. Positive and negative comments, right? The other thing about Threads I really enjoy is how you tag posts on there. You know what I'm saying? I think with IG, you can tag posts, but with Threads, you have like a limit. So you got to figure out like a particular keyword and realize like, this is going to be it. You can connect with other content creators on there like yourself on there as well. Threads also, and I guess maybe this is just a con to a little bit of a degree because, I mean, it is attached to Instagram when you think about it. The feature where you can actually inbox people. And I've done it, you know what I'm saying? Not a lot, like 3 people, I believe. It's a useful feature, maybe for networking. With Threads, you can actually share it with your IG account or IG accounts. But Threads is definitely growing on me. Like I said before, it is becoming my new favorite app to go to just to conversate about different topics because I'm a versatile blurred at the end of the day. It is a good way to gain subscribers if you're a TikTok content creator, YouTuber, Twitter content creator, whatever type of content creator you are, or if you got like a website. That people are really supportive on Threads. That's just something that is like on a whole nother vibe for me. I'm like, Threads. That's my number 2. Now, my number 3 is something we're about to get into right now. And, you know, I guess once Elon Musk took over it did go through quite a bit of changes. So let's get into it. Number 3 is Twitter. Twitter for me, I still use. Yeah, I still use Twitter. Twitter is not what it used to be. It has a new name. It's just sound nasty to me. Don't ask me why, but it just sounds weird. I still call it Twitter to this day, of course, right? Because that's what I call it. That's my choice at the end of the day. You know, connecting with people on Twitter is still pretty cool. There are people that you can connect with on Twitter, just like you can on the other 2 platforms I mentioned already, social media wise. I like that Twitter, you can lock your account just like you can with IG. I think that's a dope feature because there are people that try to do crazy stuff by trolling and all this other nonsense. Even the pending feature is a little weird. I don't understand the pending feature on Twitter. I'm like, pending? We pending follows? Is that what we're doing? Twitter definitely is something that changed. You have to have a certain amount of follows to actually get the blue check. On top of that, you have to have a certain amount of follows to actually monetize your Twitter. And I know people may not be feeling that idea. The only con I have with Twitter is they keep throwing that blue mark in my face. And I get it, you know what I'm saying? To each his own. I'm not against people that got the blue mark check mark or anything like that. It's kind of similar to IG. It's like, hey man, you should get the blue check mark. Let me make the decision. Y'all ain't got to throw it in my face every time I come on Twitter. You sure you don't want the blue marks to get the verification? Maybe I don't. Maybe I will. Blur Man 365. I don't have to do that right now. I'm just saying. And then the other thing with Twitter, you have to be careful what you post. Because certain articles, they're like, is it really true? And I'm like, why does this feel like you're trying to filter what other people are saying? Because they do the research or homework maybe on depending on particular articles and stuff like that. That's my problem with Twitter. That's just my honest take on it. But Twitter is Twitter. Because like I said, I'm not calling it it's. I get Elon rebranded it, and that's totally fine. But it just don't feel right to me. Just calling it it's like what? Twitter? You mean? So that is my number 3. Number 4. Let's get to my next one, which is the lowest. I used to enjoy using this app, and I don't know exactly why they did some of the changes with it, but it is what it is. It's no other than TikTok. Yes. TikTok was fun. Posting skits, posting my content and everything on there, and having fun. I mean, I didn't have the biggest amount of followers on TikTok. Don't ask me why, because I wasn't your normal TikToker, as I call it. For me, it has inbox. It has similar features to some of the other ones that I mentioned already. You can block people on there. You can lock your account. That type of thing. Let's talk about the cons, because there are some cons with TikTok. My biggest con with TikTok, and maybe this is why I haven't been on there quite in a while. I do have one, but who cares, right? For me, I was promoting my YouTube content on TikTok. It wasn't like I was stealing other people's YouTube content, throwing it on TikTok. It was my own content, and TikTok is shadow banned me from doing it. I'm like, whoa. Pause. How are you shadow banning me for promoting my own content? I'm not stealing nobody's music. All right, when it comes to like literally someone's own music, I wasn't stealing nobody posts and trying to do something with it that wasn't original. It's my own content. On top of that, I got these unnecessary TikTok strikes for the craziest reasons, and I don't know. Me and TikTok are just like oil and water. We just don't mix well. And that's totally fine, right? It just wasn't the app that I thought it was going to be. It was even hard for me to get follows on TikTok. I mean, I did quite a bit with it, and still, I struggled to get follows on there. But yeah, TikTok's my actual number 4. Now, let's get into my number 5. Oh, my number 5, I used to love in the early 2000s through my high school years, up to my college years. And it's no other Facebook. All right, so Facebook for me is my actual number 5. I used to enjoy getting on this platform quite a bit for like social media. Facebook has become a little bit of everything. You can follow people on Facebook. It's kind of weird, like let's add as friends. You got a choice now. You can add as friends, you can follow. On top of that, you can block people. I'm not for sure if you can lock your account. See, I don't be on Facebook like that. For me, Facebook, you can actually connect with classmates from high school, middle school, college, you know what I'm saying? And also interact with people from other places, like, from other countries and stuff, just like other forms of social media. To me, honestly, I think Facebook is not more for friends anymore. I don't know how to explain that. It's become family book, all right? Your auntie on Facebook, your mama on Facebook, your cousins, that's cool, right? Even I was talking to my older cousin, by the way. And I remember my older cousin mentioning like, the fam or my dad said like, yeah, we got a Facebook page for the family. You know what I'm saying? And I know my family on my mom's side has one too. I follow that one too. And I was like, oh, that's neat that they have a Facebook. And this is what Facebook feels like now. You know what I'm saying? Your cousin on here, your sister, your brother, you know what I'm saying? Uncle. It gives more now in recent years. And I don't know when this shift became a thing, but in recent years, it feels like family book. And I mean, I get it. You know, I don't mind connecting with my family, but certain family members don't have my Facebook. Some have friend requested it. I have been denying them. I'm like, I don't want you adding me as a friend. Or yeah, we cousins. Maybe we, you know what I'm saying? I think even my sibling. I do have a sibling, by the way. That's a whole nother story, but we're not gonna talk about that. That tried to add me, and I'm like, I feel like certain family members shouldn't have your Facebook. That's how I feel about it. But I don't be on there like that no more. You know, that used to be my thing. You know, going on Facebook, I created groups on there. I had an era where I was creating groups on Facebook, whether it was, a group with friends from college. Then I had the other group where it was like Marvel, DC, anime, this type of stuff, video games. I had a group for that. Facebook ain't in it for me no more. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it. But it is the hardest working blogger on YouTube, guys. You tell me in the comments, what would you rank your social media from the highest to the lowest? But it is the hardest working blogger on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much for commenting and engaging with the Blurmatic 365, liking because you enjoy the actual content, sharing so I can get out that YouTube algorithm so more people can check it out. And also subscribing because I want to grow my community just like anybody else. It is the hardest working blogger on YouTube, guys. And I'm out, legends.